If you're thinking of starting a decal business, in this video we're going to share exactly what equipment and materials we use to make our vinyl stickers. But not only that, we will also share a few tips and walk you through the process of applying those vinyl stickers. So let's get started. And to be able to cut your vinyl, you will need a vinyl cutter, and for that there are so many different options. These are the vinyl cutters that we own, and we're going to start from the cheapest to the most expensive one. Up here we have the Cameo 4 12 inches. Next we have the Graphic CE 6040, which is a 15-inch vinyl cutter. And last but not least, and our favorite machine, is the Graphic CE 6060, and this is a 24-inch vinyl cutter, and this is the one we're going to use for today's project. We recently uploaded a video where we go more into details about vinyl cutters and what you must consider and pricing and all that. Make sure to check out our channel. You will also need a software to vector your images, and for that we use CorelDRAW, and we use this for every single vinyl cutter that we own. I'm gonna have to align the vinyl before we start cutting it, but let's go here and show you the other materials that we're gonna use. Since this is going to be a flat surface, we'll be using our Oracle 651 vinyl and our transfer, a different size, but it will be the Art Tape Clear Choice AT 75.1. In one of our most recent videos, someone asked what the best transfer is when selling and shipping decals out of state. For us, the Art Tape Clear Choice AT 75.1 works great. Here's a picture of a project that we worked on. This is the date of the project, November the 28th, 2022. Today is October the 7th, 2023. It's been almost about a year and we could still use this no problem. The reason we didn't use it is because the letters are not aligned with the background. A year later and our transfer is still in good shape. Just be careful when working with damaged paint, since this is a high-tech transfer. If you're liking this video, make sure you give it a like. This helps a lot since YouTube will recommend this to other people. Also subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you so much. All right, now it's time to start aligning our vinyl. We may get it at the first try or we may not get it at the first. I think it looks good about there. Now I'm gonna pay attention to how much the vinyl moves once it goes to the back. All right, so this is the reason why we have to make sure we do align it, but I still gotta keep an eye on it. This is gonna be really simple design. It's gonna be, I would say, a medium size, 2 colors, big letters, and we're gonna be able to cut it in different sections, which makes it a lot easier. Right now, the weather is just perfect. It's not too hot. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's not supposed to rain. Ever since we upgraded to our Graphic blades, you can definitely see the difference. We've had them for a couple months now. All right, so this is the end of the first section. I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna start whittling this out. But Luis is gonna keep on cutting more vinyl. I think right there is good. All right, so I'm gonna start whittling out, and I'm gonna start by removing our little weight box that we have around our design. The numbers, usually we do left to right, so I'm gonna start with that one with the numbers. So I'm gonna start from this side. And see, this is the reason why you gotta add those weeding boxes. It's making it a lot easier. I will be very careful, and I'm gonna have some scissors next to me just in case I need to get rid of a certain section of the decal, in case I have to cut it. Good so far. It looks great. Everything went fine. Now the next step will be to apply our transfer. I mean, of course, we have to keep on cutting more vinyl, waiting out, but you get the idea. Basically repeating the same steps, and these are our registration marks to layer our red color on top of the black. But we will do that once we, or after we install or we apply the first layer. We're not going to combine them like sometimes we do. This will be applied individually and directly to the surface, and we are going to do a dry application, I think. We're going to secure our decal to the table. But remember, guys, you can also get one of those tape application rollers if you do not have any help like we do. I usually start from the center to the sides. We finish applying all the transfer to our decals. The next step will be to apply our vinyl, and this is the best part for me, since I like to see kind of like a transformation of the vehicle, and this is so satisfying. Let us know what is the best part of the process for you. Is it weeding out? Is it applying the decals? Or is it charging, getting the money? I assume that will be the case for all of us. But besides that, I'm gonna start cleaning the surface, and I'm gonna use Rapid Tag to get better results. But remember that you guys can get all the tools that we're about to use, from the cutting knife, squeegees, all the tools. You can get them. We're gonna have the links in the description of the video, or you can also go to the first comment. They should be there too. As you guys can see, the paint is in really bad shape. We're gonna stay away from it. We're gonna avoid that. Now I'm gonna apply some of that Rapid Tag, and I'm gonna use the microfiber towels. All right, so we're about to start applying this section, and here, if you guys can see, is a little bit more to the left, but the reason being, we try to avoid this cutting the letters. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be possible, but this is the best way to do it for us. We're gonna start by using the blue tape, as I mentioned earlier, for this band, since the paint is not in the best shape. To make it a lot easier, as you already know, we're always looking for ways to make it easier. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but this is probably the best way to make it a little easier, is to divide it in sections, and that's what Luis is about to do. We're gonna cut it. If I can find my scissors. So pretty much we're gonna do it in like 3 sections, right? Or 3 or 4? Possibly 4. Possibly 4, yeah. And we're gonna start all the way from the top going to the bottom, and it's gonna be a dry application. And I'm gonna start here, secure this section, and this is the best way to avoid bubbles. Like once you start applying the vinyl, just try to do medium pressure and from side to side, not too slow, not too fast, just like this. You just gotta keep trying different things, see what works, what doesn't work, and you just gotta give yourself a chance to practice different techniques, I guess. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes they do work, sometimes it makes it a little bit harder. But the beauty of this is that you're your own boss, and you get to practice and learn different techniques. Good so far. For the next sections, we're gonna repeat the same steps. I'm gonna fast forward the video. The only challenge will be cutting the letters. I will show you that in just a second. But before that, we have a little announcement about our decal calculator, and here's what Luis has to say. If you guys are a gold membership and you are using our decal calculator, when we say an intricate or difficult project, this is what we mean. Every time you gotta do this and you gotta cut through letters and stuff like that, it's gonna delay the process. So you always make sure you charge your 20% or you can go 30%, whatever you wanna do. But for simple projects, 10%. Watch the videos on how the calculator works and you'll see what I mean. All right, so now Luis is removing the transfer, and let me get really close. I don't see many bubbles.
I don't see any, oh, what? Maybe
Just
a few
one.
little ones.
Just one here, but that's about it. We can get rid of that easily with the weeder. Now Luis is gonna start cutting there. He's leaving a mark where, I mean, that'll make it easier when cutting the vinyl. And he's gonna try to do it like in the center so he can stick the vinyl inside both doors. And that way we would avoid the letters coming off. We still gotta work a little bit on the letters. We gotta apply enough pressure with our squeegee. We got done with the first section. Now it's time to apply this side. And basically really simple installation. We're gonna cut it in the center and then, yeah, just apply, do a dry application. Just be really careful when removing the transfer. That's pretty much the only thing that we gotta keep an eye on. Right now, like I said earlier, the weather is perfect. You can barely see the registration mark for the next color. Right now, if I get close, you will see that it looks like the vinyl wrinkle, but it's just the transfer. It's not really the vinyl, the wrinkle. Be really careful so I do not create any more tension than necessary. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really do any difference if you go like from to the sides or the bottom. As long as you apply enough pressure and do it medium speed, everything will be fine. And I'm gonna expose the registration marks. That's how I'm doing it. I'm gonna let Luis do his side first since I'm a little bit shorter.
Probably gonna have to switch. Do you want to switch or can you do it?
I'm short, but not that short. We're gonna just use the cutting knife and cut like the center, and then just go down and then take care of the other section.
And here's the cutting knife if you want to support us and get it. This will help you avoid leaving too much paper residue.
I'm gonna use some tapes just in case. Sometimes when we pull too hard, sometimes the decal moves a little bit, and that's the reason I'm applying this tape. Although we have plenty of magnets positioned. All right, now I'm gonna start from here. Sorry guys, I think I got in the way of the camera, but sometimes it's impossible to get the best shot. Hopefully you guys were able to see, but it looks great there, I think. Now it's time to work on the other side, and we still gotta work on the back side, but it's going very smoothly so far. Now we're just gonna remove that transfer. So we finally got done with the whole project. This is the passenger side. This is the side that gave us more of a challenge, but not too bad, honestly. I thought it was gonna be a little bit harder to center or to find a place where to apply this logo without damaging the paint, but luckily nothing happened to it. And we had to cut the letters here and then stick the vinyl from the inside. And let me show you the back of the van and the other side. So this is the back of it. Basically the same, the services on one side, logo on one, and then the phone number was a little bit bigger. And here is the other side, which on this side we try to center. Since we didn't have any damaged paint, we could center this logo with the information, the phone number, and then the services, the same thing here. As always, we appreciate all the support. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Also turn on the notifications, and Luis has a little message to give you guys.
Yeah guys, don't forget that if you want to use the decal calculator, You can get it through when you click join below on this video. Just make sure you get the gold membership, and it will also help us create more content for you. So yeah, we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. See you until the next one.